alone. One morning, a young man named Aiden awakens. A violent outbreak soon starts to happen outside of his apartment. Everyone is being attacked by infected people called screamers. Neighbor Brandon enters Aiden's apartment after being attacked by his roommate. Aiden threatens Brandon with a kitchen knife to leave after noticing a wound in the back of his neck. Later, Brandon begins to turn, but Aiden gets him out of his apartment before the change is complete. On the news, Aiden learns that the virus is transferred by bite and scratching. The symptoms of being infected include bleeding eyes, rage, cannibalism, inhuman screaming, and repeating the last words said before turning. The screamers are aware of what they are doing, but cannot stop themselves. Their repeated use of their last words are an attempt to plead for someone to stop them. Aiden tries contacting his family, but the signal is not working on his phone. He can receive the text messages his father sends him, which inform Aiden that his sister got away, but is out of contact. Aiden's parents are trying to reach him, but are having trouble with the outbreak. The last message from Aiden's father instructs Aiden to stay alive and to not leave his home until they arrive. Aiden follows his father's orders and isolates himself in the apartment. Over time, he tallies the days that pass on his bathroom mirror, keeps video logs on his laptop, and tries to keep himself entertained. Eventually, he begins to run out of food, and the water in his building is cut off. A screamer eventually breaks into his home, using the air ducts connecting the rooms. He fights the screamer off with a baseball bat and dumps the body off his balcony while sealing the vent the screamer crashed through. He later learns through a voicemail from his mother that his parents died while hiding from screamers. Distraught, Aiden attempts suicide. The moment he readies to hang himself, however, he sees a woman on a balcony across from his. She is a normal human woman. Having found renewed hope, he gives up his suicide attempt. He contacts her the next morning using pre-made cue cards and learns that her name is Ava. The two strike up a friendship, with Aiden offering his reserve bottled water for her. He later gets Brandon's keys and grabs the remaining food and rock climbing gear to help Eva, even finding radios for them to communicate. The two decide for Eva to escape to Aiden's room after a horde of screamers enters her apartment. Aiden first travels through the air ducts to find more supplies for them to wait it out. Aiden eventually enters a room stocked with food. Eva warns him to leave as the room is barricaded with no one inside, signaling that it may be a trap. Aiden then finds Edward, an elderly survivor who entered the room. Edward hits Aiden with his bat. Edward ties Aiden up in the bedroom to be a sacrifice for his wife, who has turned. Aiden is saved when Eva calls the radio, providing a distraction that allows him to escape and feed Edward to his wife. He grabs his belongings and runs to his room, drops from his balcony to the ground using a makeshift rope of bedsheets, fights off screamers, and reaches Eva. They both fight to return to Aiden's apartment, with Eva entering the room first while Aiden fights off a screamer. He returns covered in blood but believes that he has been infected when a mark on his shirt is revealed. He goes to jump to his death so that he will not turn and kill Eva, who pleads for him not to leave her. After removing his shirt, they are both overjoyed to see that there is no bite and Aiden will not turn. They run to Aiden's door to hold the refrigerator back against it, stopping the screamers from entering. They promise to survive together until the end.